Welcome to the CEL3 Caster Desk. I'm Drew Trackhawk Crawford, joined on the desk today by Jojo Barrientos, aka JB Red Phoenix, in the chat. I got through that entire thing with one breath. I'm proud of myself. Jojo, how are you looking forward to this evening?
Good job first of all, good job for getting that on the first try. I'm doing good. This honestly is my first time on the first cast, so I'm very pumped, very excited to see some very high level esports Overwatch.
All right, well, we got a couple of minutes to go before the matches start. So what can you tell me about the teams that are coming in here? I see a good number of notes. Mine's a little bit more streamlined, but whatever.
I had to go old school with this one. A lot of the notes I've actually made myself, as you can tell. So much paperwork to make these shows happen. But let's go with the teams that I start off with on the far desk. Is we actually have Sky's team. This is actually an esports pro team. Pro players.
Now, they were with us for the Apex Legends tournament, and they may or may not have cleaned house a little bit, so very familiar with their kind of brand of kick-butting. It sounds like we're going to be getting into the game in the next one. Do we have the names of the other two teams?
So I'm still working with one more team to get the names off of that one, but I do have the names for the bottom ones. Their team captain, Two Step, that just came up to me 5 minutes ago and just basically gave me as much as he could.
Excellent, excellent. So what are the team names?
So right now I have bottom ones. I didn't get the name for Sky's team, so I just labeled it Team Sky.
Sky's team. Okay, so, well, it looks like we're going to get Sky's team. Is that the bottom ones?
That definitely looks like not the bottom ones, unfortunately. So that's our third team that I haven't got the names for.
Excellent, no worries. Well, it looks like they're going to be getting into the first match. Now, do you want to explain the format of this?
I do, actually. So the format right now is going to be starting off, we're going to do three round robins to level off and get some points into these teams. That way, also, that gives us a chance to make sure that our players get familiar with each other.
That is really cool to see. So, as for anyone who's watching at home, you might be thinking to yourself, it sounds like you only have 3 teams competing, and you would be 100% correct. So they're going to be doing a round-robin point-style tournament for the next little bit, playing against each other to determine who's going to be the #1 CEL3 finalist and taking home that nice, creamy paycheck. What is it up to now, $800?
I believe it is $800.
Yeah, sounds about right, perfect. So it looks like we're going to be getting into the first match. Map pools all coming through. What do you expect? Do you think they're going to go straight for assault maps, control? Has there been a clear defined sort of map pool that each of the teams have kind of gone to?
Just looking around the map pool, I like personally, and playing the game myself, I'm more for the hybrid maps, mostly because that first contestable point is very easily taken or possibly just easily defended. One of those things that I also like to normally see, especially with high-tier players, is a lot of map control by itself. So it actually depends on which maps they actually want to take first off versus the style of maps themselves.
Absolutely. Well, for me, I'm just hoping that we don't see goats over and over again. I watched probably 20 matches of that. Kind of done with that meta.
Fair enough.
Just watching Rally Barricade and Graviton Surge over and over again is not exactly my favorite thing in the world. So hopefully we see, well, I'm a filthy Hanzo main.
Oh.
So I'm hoping to see him broken out, get some dragons going in there, along with the Dragon Rage from Genji. I'm hoping that they pull out some DPS and some high DPS character, maybe some Pharah Mercy.
Ooh.
Looks like we're coming into, is this London?
This is King's Row.
King's Row, perfect, as our first match.
So this is actually a hybrid map, Drew. This is very interesting for a lot of high angles, very well lit sniper positions. So you're probably going to see a little bit of Hanzo, a little bit of Widowmaker on this map.
At least right off the start. Yeah.
Right off the start, especially coming up to contest this first point. Now, the second point is actually a full track with multiple layers and multiple different styles. So you could easily see variants of goats, variants of 4 DPS, just very mixed play here coming up as the clock counts down. Drew, why don't you take us away on this one?
I think I will, and we've got Reinhardt, Lucio, basically all of the standard. They're going straight goats. Yay, goats. But on the other side, we've got Ana, we've got Genji, we've got Hamster. Oh, I love Hamster. We've got Widowmaker, my favorite of the people. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit of a marksman myself. Not really. I have absolutely zero skill. But hey, we go for it.
This is a little bit of a modified, looking a bit of a different tech here. As you can see, the Widowmaker coming out for the attacking side of things versus with the Genji on this other side. It's looking pretty similar. Like, looks like Sky seems going to be taking a little bit of a different quality to things, being able to try and see if they can contest this first point.
Well, I absolutely think that they'll be able to. I mean, we saw Sky's team do work in the first match. The Widowmaker's getting a little bit aggressive right off the bat, seeing if she can get a few shots through onto those squishier supports. And Reinhardt's almost taken down to half right off the bat. Zenyatta is taken almost entirely out. Brigitte is taken down immediately. Whoa. And it looks like Sky's team is just cleaning house. Reinhardt is able to get a stun directly in there. And it looks like blue guys have just been wiped off the map. And that is a easy first point for Team Sky.
Big wrecking ball play, as you could tell, right in the back line. Dives that wrecking ball as they make a huge knockup, picks up 5 players on the way in.
And they're already on the payload, so this is going to be potentially a little bit of a quicker match. We see the percentiles coming through. Reinhardt's already up to 60%. Diva's kind of locking away, sitting at about that 70%. Meanwhile, on the other side, we've got 93% going on to the Ana. And Reinhardt almost got, but Brigitte, did she just get
Brigitte.
Brigitte, thank you.
No
just
worries.
Gets taken down. So that was a rather interesting mistake, would you say, from the side of...
I think Sky's team can afford to lose one character, like one player right now. And even if they go into a fight 5v6, they have a lot of skill going into this. That way they can easily contest.
And
contest
Reinhardt's
payload.
just going ham. Ana Ultimate paying dividends in his ability to lay down that DPS into the back line. Ultimate is going to be on to Genji. He's not going to pop the Dragon Raids just yet, and it looks like they're going to be rolling up. And Widowmaker's taking an incredibly aggressive stance up front. Looks like she's chasing down the Zenyatta.
Oh!
The disrespect.
Ouch.
I didn't even see her scope in there. That was incredible. Beautiful shot. Sky's team is just rolling all the way through. That hamster ball paying dividends, but the Diva Ultimate is going to do a little bit of damage. They might get pushed off the point. Instead, we see Hamster just rolling his way around.
Yeah.
They're not able to get they're not able to contest the payload pretty much at all. They're just being held back at their base.
Yeah. So if you can see here, looks like Tofu's getting ready to pull getting her ult charge up to 40% here. So it looks like Dragon.
She's just sitting on
Wow,
the payload.
Sky with a huge BM.
That is, wow. They're putting their stamp down on this very quickly. Anna's laying into the healing. It doesn't look. I'm just realizing this.
Sky's copping off here.
That was a beautiful.
Oh! No chance for Sky.
Sky gets absolutely popped, but it looks like it's a 1-for-1 as Lucio goes down. Reinhardt's able to get a little bit of damage in as he charges in, but the ultimates are coming out of Sky's team. He is just master. Is that a Bastion? That is a Bastion.
That is a Bastion.
When did Bastion get here?
I don't know, honestly. I wish I could tell you.
Down, and they're just popping onto the top of the payload. And this looks like an
Wrecking Ball's
easy
dropping.
King's Row. Map 1 goes the way of Sky. Very convincing fashion. I think we might have the team to watch for this evening.
Big early plays, big moves here. That's going to be the biggest way to take down the first round of this map. Now we flip it over to the other side, as now will the blue team be able to pick up on this one. Here's the catch-22. Sky's team, very strong. Big backline plays, big fulls, big ults. Are they going to be able to turn this around?
That is a really good question, actually. I think the highlight for me was that Widowmaker just popping in there, 100% charge headshot onto the Zenyatta. She knew exactly where he was, and she was going to make him pay for that. So I honestly am not sure. It seems like Sky's team might be the ones to beat at this point. We've only seen one of the other competing teams, but I mean, we saw what they were capable of in the Apex tournament, and this is by far worse for the other guys.
So as you can see, blue team's going to stick around with a little bit more difference here. 1, 2.
Hanzo.
Hanzo.
We're good. Everything is good. The blue
Hanzo
side
McCree.
instantly is my new favorite team, and I hope the Sky's team falls
Looks
just
like
because of that. Hanzo.
Big interesting thing coming out of Sky's team. They're busting out the turrets.
Torbjorn. The Torbjorn.
Defensive Torb going to be making the play as well as the return.
Anything
And
else?
Sky, look at this, busting it out.
That's the new champ.
That's new. Listen, he just dropped a couple, like not even a month ago. So, new person I'm talking about here is, sorry, I was thinking Bastion for a second.
No, not Bastion.
It's not Bastion for sure.
No, it's definitely not Bastion. Looks like Blue Squad is going to come in. They're going to be lit up by that Bastion on the crossfire as they're being forced out by the turrets and the Bastion. That turret up on the high right side of King's Cross is really starting to hurt, along with the Bastion just laying down an impressive amount of fire. Ultimate charging up. It looks like they're just kind of testing the waters, getting the percentiles up. Nobody's really commanded to anything just yet, except for Torbjorn and Bastion are both getting a slightly more aggressive positioning right there.
Bastion's being forced off of where he's usually going to be standing. So
Hamster Ball was able to get a little bit of damage, but just more or less stalling as the blue squad comes high right. There was a nice series of potentials, but Hamster gets stunned up, and it looks like blue squad is going to be able to break for the first time this match onto King's Cross Center. The ball is not able to get rolling, able to get to the back line and do a little bit of DPS, but it looks like Sky's team is getting pushed back a little bit until the healing comes through, and they're able to start to deal the DPS themselves. Ultimate comes through for...
That was Moira. That was
Moira. She's able to deal a lot of damage, and we see... But Sky's team is just continually healing up. They're just pushing them back more and more. We think for a second
That's
they're
that
getting
Baptiste right there. That's that Baptiste being able to pull up major amounts of pocket healing for Sky's team.
That
so
is
if they
surprising.
see close together, that healing is going to be making a lot of work.
I saw them drop to 25% health on all of them, and then all of a sudden Yanni is the one that's going to take it down. Really impressive hold from the Skies team. Did we have a team name for them yet?
For their Blues?
No, for Skies.
Team Sky?
Team Sky. Very well.
So, it looks like the fight's still going here, Drew.
Yeah, they're still pretty much going, but it looks like they're just holding them back, keeping them in place, preventing them from basically doing anything, Torbjorn.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Torbjorn is competitive or not, but I haven't seen him in any of the matches I've played, so I'm going to assume that's a little bit of BM, maybe a little bit of the Sky special spice.
Yeah, that looks definitely like Sky special spice.
He's already got
here.
the Deadeye on. Ultimates are being charged up by his blue squad. Looks like they're going to go for a hard push into the center.
Looks like they're going to try and pop off all five ults. Like they got all five
at the
ults
same
going,
time,
but
yeah.
Coalescence is already starting to fire off. This blue
Myra's
team is going to be trying to make it
taken
work.
down almost instantly, followed by the Reinhardt. The back line is basically untouched, but the front line is just getting eviscerated as soon as they leave.
There it is. There's the immortality field that we were talking about. It cuts down to a certain threshold, and it only does so much. So it looks like blue team's going to have to try and fight through an immortality field, if not pushing all of Sky's team off of that.
Nice shots. There's the turret down for the count. The Fanfire is able to do a lot of damage, but the healing is coming back around. Sky's team has yet to take a single person, or the Blue Squad has been unable to take down a single one of Sky's Sky team's players until Darkaholic and Sky and Tofu are all get instantly eviscerated by this sudden surge of DPS along with McCree. Hamster Ball is back in to contest the point, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much as
Looks like Mach 5 has just got shut down super quick, super
We
early.
hear the yells, we hear the screams. They're able to get the point uncontested, and it looks like they're going to be able to get at least the payload. So that's step number one.
Step 2, now push it.
That is
You've
going
got
to be
to
the tough
push the
part.
payload.
Diva was unable to get anything done with her self-destruct, and it looks like the blue squad is going to push in aggressively, putting down a huge amount of range DPS as Reinhardt goes in to play frontline. Soldier is. Do we have a Soldier 76?
No, this is our new champion. This is Baptiste.
Baptiste is just trying to keep hold the corners as the payload gets knocked in. Payload is going to get picked up by the blue squad. It looks like they're doing the exact same thing that Sky Squad did with the Bastion, laying down a huge amount of firepower up on that upper echelon, laying into them, taking chunks out of Sky's team as they push further and further up with the payload. Looks like they're going to get to checkpoint 2 fairly easily, and it looks they're pretty much doing what Sky's team was just doing to them, just at a slightly slower pace.
Yeah.
Shield comes in. Graviton Surge into the center. Looks like they're going to try and combo with a few different ones. The Dragon Rage across. And that is 2 members of Sky's team down. Very, very well done. Wombo combo. We're going straight League of Legends this way. with the Graviton Surge and the Dragon Rage, probably one of my favorite ultimate combos.
Yeah.
My friend Adam and I, we have pulled that combo many a times. He likes his Russian ladies a little bit, so... Tier 1 turret coming in, stun locked. Torbjorn is getting blasted. It looks like this isn't so much disrespect as this is the style they wanted to play. McCree's coming in, taking down the 2 members as well as the mech. Looks like Winston is going to come in, and Sky's team has just decided, nope, we are not having any of this. Ultimate out from Bastion is unable to do anything as the tank. Beep comes through, but is unable to do anything.
Bastion still have his
down
ult, though.
On the side of the blue squad as Sky's team decides maybe a little bit of playtime is over. It's time to get a little serious. Winston is waiting in the backside, throws down the shield, able to get a little bit of damage down on the Reinhardt, while the hamster comes through, able to roll through, get a nice little combo while Sky's just popping shots from a range, getting a little bit of DPS coming in. Bastion is able to get his ultimate up. Looks like he's going to be charging in alongside a few others to try and push back the blue squad as they push that payload all the way back. Diva waiting to the side, getting some shots down, waiting on that upper echelon. Darkaholic was taken down, but it doesn't look like they're deterred. They're going to throw in, get that shield up, throw their bodies into the meat grinder, basically. Go all the way through, is unable to hit that shoulder charge, which is a little bit of an aggressive move, but they need to get that payload moving, and they realize it as the overtime is into play.
This guy just needs to hold it off a little bit
do a
longer.
lot of damage, but that hamster ball is still putting in work as the mines start to come through. Sky was taken down as well as Tofrior, and it looks like they're going to be able to get at least a little bit of time on that payload. It's going to come around the corner, and hopefully they'll be able to get it to checkpoint number 2. Overtime into the play, hamster onto the top. He's just trying to delay and trying to wait until his team is able to get through. He gets taken down almost instantly, and there's 2 down for Sky's team. Checkpoint number 2 coming in while the shield comes through. Bastion is able to lay down a huge amount of firepower.
Oh, big sleep, big sleep.
That was a very nice shot from Anna. They're going to push them right back, but they're not going to be able to move the payload until that Bastion is back up. We've seen the kind of DPS that Bastion is able to lay down, and without that, it is game over for them. Looks like they're trying to do the defense matrix. The hamster ball gets blasted onto there. Bastion gets taken down almost instantaneously while the hamster is in the backline wrecking havoc, able to get his ultimate off. Is he going to drop the mines? No, he's just going to go in, start to take out the DPS members, and it looks like this is going to be a reset for the blue guys as they are down 2 members, and Sky's team stands strong.
Mach 5 doing a very, very good play here just to pick up the Diva ball and just run the back line over here as the next fight begins.
That was a self-destruct comes through, and Tofu is taken down. A lot of damage done to the other to Sky's team. Bird Heel is unable to get his turret up as it's taken down almost instantaneously. Tracer on the side of the blue guys coming out. Looks like they're pulling out all the stops. Reset coming through. She's doing work.
That's Sky's team's Tracer.
Sky's pulling out the Tracer. My apologies. It's really, it's a little bit harder to keep track of this than League of Legends. No! Iris Ultimate is coming through, pushing back the red squad as they are pushing through to the final checkpoint. Sky's still putting down DPS from range, but that Baptiste is unable to keep the flow of the blue guys going. A little bit of taunting play from the Tracer as she starts to put in through some damage. Diva playing the front line. They are not trying to play standard goats on this one. They're
There goes the bomb.
There goes the bomb as it goes in the back line.
Big pick.
Huge hit. Able to take down 4 of the members, and that Diva, that self-destruct was the cincher. Team Sky takes match number 2 and the first match of the evening. That was a very nice D.Va ultimate.
Oh, here we go.
But
Look at
here's
this
the Widowmaker.
play.
Please let it. We know. I think I know exactly what this is going to be.
Nope.
Nope, it's
That's
not.
not. This is the way. There we go. Big pick like backline. Picks up two. I think he picked up two on one. That was a twofer.
That was beautiful.
Huge twofer.
Well done to the Widowmaker. Excellent job.
Way to go, gamer.
And it's right back to us.
Yeah.
That was an exciting match number 1. Sky's team definitely looked very formidable on the offense, but definitely shakier on the defense.
Yeah.
They had some good plays, but it was mostly down to that clutch D.Va ult at the end. Sure, they were racking overtime, or basically holding them back from the very start, but Blue got rolling, and they just took that all the way almost to the end.
That was the thing, is Blue team got a little bit of momentum, and as soon as Blue team got momentum, they started to pick it up and run. Sky just needed to start keeping the shutdown. Keep the pace at his level, and they keep their pace, and make that Blue team's work for them. Instead of that, they let the Blue teams get a little bit ahead, and that's what happens.
That does, absolutely. And you saw them get more and more aggressive. They were a little bit more passive at the start, playing standard goats, and then they went, no, this ain't working. We're going to pull out McCree. We're going to pull out all of our DPS heroes, and we're going to go to town. This ain't the time for standard meta. This is the time for comfort picks.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's going to come down to. What is comfortable for these players? What is going to go through?
The one thing I gotta give it credit to, especially for Sky's team, is they pulled out a big play here, especially with Baptiste coming out halfway through game 2. That was pretty critical, because that massive amount of healing is going to be super critical to make sure that your team stays all the way through the fight.
Absolutely. And as we go into our first break in between the matches, we just want to give a shout out to Abacus, as they are the sponsors of this stream. If you're prepping for an exam, check out abacus.com. They've got you covered. Hopefully we'll get into the next match relatively quickly. But if I'm not mistaken, we might be taking a quick little break in the next little bit. And I apologize, it's not abacus.com, it's abacus.oo.
Interesting.
Interesting. Ooh. No worries. So we're going to get right into the break, and we will see you back for match number 2.
Oh, we're still in the same match? Oh, they're just racking up. I think it's believed they either changing maps or... Ah, yes, they are changing maps. So this time we're on Dorado.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they just changed maps. So this is Dorado. This is actually in Mexico.
Oh.
So...
Okay, so they're doing 3 maps.
So yeah, best of 3.
Okay.
I said that at the start.
I thought you meant best of 3 as in 1, 2, 3 on the same map.
Yeah. No, not on the same map. I can't stand Kings Row more than twice.
Very important point. I've played this map before. I know this.
Here we go. Here comes an Ash on the blue side of the things. Looks like Team Sky standard layout for these guys.
For these guys, yeah.
Tofu hasn't made a pick, though. That's interesting, though.
I love how Makas is just not caring. He's just like hamster all day, every day.
Well, that's Mach5's very, that's basically his comfort pick right there. He's super comfortable on Wrecking Ball, and he's done damage. He's done work. According to Sky, he's done some serious work with a hamster ball. But interestingly, we got Farah, no mercy.
No fair mercy combo.
No pharmacy.
That's actually a little bit interesting. I would have expected. Although Mercy has fallen on the pick list, so maybe they just didn't feel comfortable.
Technically, you got mother and daughter. So anything goes now.
Oh man, you should just not do that. All right, we got Fair coming in, able to get a few more shots down as they are starting to push back the blue squad. It looks like a solid defense. I've seen this position being held many a times. That Reinhardt shield is tough to get through, but it looks like the DPS heroes of Sky's team is going to put a surprising amount of damage down, and a couple of the blue team's heroes are taken almost instantly down to half. Myra, Zyra, as well as Hanzo are both taken. In goes the Ash as she gets picked down just a little bit, not able to get a complete takedown, but it looks like Sky's team is taking comfortable control of this as they reset and get healed back up. That Ash is still taking shots. Must be from the Genji. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
A little bit of a disrespect there as Genji starts to go in, but it looks like they're just going to get absolutely blasted back. The Brigitte is going to almost get taken down. Fair is putting in work, but it doesn't look like she's able to get quite as much damage down as they need. Blue's pushing back, the heals and the shields are coming through, and they're just not able to crack it on that choke point.
I'd be a little bit wary now of that for Farah, because as soon as she gets her ult, that barrage is going to be nasty if she times that right.
Absolutely. Now, they don't have anything to combo it with. And
They got
wow! Very nice
Good combo.
So that was a combo with the hamster. I was just about to say they don't have anything to combo with the Farah, but the hamster comes through. And it's Deadeye just to just to get the one shot off on the Reinhardt who was already dead.
Sometimes that's just it. That's all you need, right? If you can knock out the tank, you can make a big push right there.
Hanzo gets stun locked, and it looks like the blue team is going to be sent back to base to get a reset done.
Then that's checkpoint 1 for Team Sky.
They're going to be roll into number 2.
And Sky, classic, just chilling.
He doesn't care. He's like, you know what? My team's got me. We got this, man. We got this. I'm just going to sit here, relax, dust my shoulders a little bit, polish the shoulders while Hamster goes ham. Brigitte is able to get, and it looks like they're just holding this choke point away from the blue squad as they try to break back onto it. Hanzo putting shots through, but it's not really doing anything. Healing is coming through from Myra, and it just doesn't look like Sky is able to push them off just yet. As we see Brigitte from Sky's team get instantly popped by the Hanzo. Dragon's Rage is going to be ready to be thrown down. Myra's
Close lessons
a lot of healing. Graviton Surge is ready. They're ready for this combo. Just waiting for it. Lucio with the Graviton Surge, but it doesn't look like Dragon Rage is going to be comboed with it. There's the Dragons on the corner, but it doesn't look like anything is going to come directly through as the Ashe is picking up kills left, right, and center. Brigitte doing a little bit of work, but she's being pushed back as blue team decides, nope, you do not get to take checkpoint number 2 quite that easily.
Yeah, Sky's team's went in a little too deep. I think, honestly, if they went to try to go 5v6, especially with 3 ult charges on the blue side, that was going to be really critical. They had ult combo with the Graviton Surge and that Dragon Strike.
Through, does a lot of damage, slams down with the mine, able to get a lot of DPS onto that backline, takes out 2. And all of a sudden, takes out 3 with that very nice throw into the mines. That hamster is doing some serious work.
On my tie. Okay.
Blue squad is going to be reset as JoJo goes for the clutch mic placement adjustment.
Is this good?
Sounds right. Hamster coming into the side. It looks like Blue squad has gotten tired and they're going for a hamster of themselves. Slam down onto Reinhardt, able to get a lot of damage off on him, but it just a little bit too far as he gets focused down and taken out. Brigitte as well.
A little too deep, I think.
Just a little too deep. Sky finally deciding, you know what, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time for my team to get a little bit more help from me to just take him down the payload. He's starting to put some shots into the Reinhardt of the other team. Hamster as well is going to be rolling his way around and able to get a lot of damage down as Sky's team is just pushing them back. Ultimate after ultimate to take down 4 or 5 of the blue team's players, and they are right back on that payload, waiting for it. Dragon Rage is ready to be popped by Sky. This wasn't the perfectly clean match that we saw before, but they have definitely kept it controlled. The Torbjorn turret is putting through shots, putting through a little bit as the hamster ball gets taken down almost directly. A few ultimates are going to be popped. 2 down on the side of blue as they try to very desperately test. Myra ultimate is thrown through. The hamster is going to be able to there, but Dragon Rage is just a little bit too late, and round 1 is completed as Sky's team pushes through the payload.
That coalescence just a tiny bit late on that one. It's down to like microseconds, right? That's all you need to make these critical plays. The coalescence came out good on a good time, but I think it was just a tiny bit late.
Just a little bit, and I agree that Dragon's Rage, maybe you could have popped it a little bit earlier. They knew where the payload was. They could have at least stalled a little bit with that.
Right, yeah.
So now we see arguably the weaker side for Sky's team. So they've proven themselves to be very capable on offense, but as these teams get used to each other, Sky's team seems to maybe falter a little bit. I can't tell if they're just making off picks because they are not really taking things too seriously, or if they are
It's a little. I think it's a little bit of BM, just a little bit of player
a
banter.
little bit of player banter, them just kind of going, no, you don't need to worry. Torbjorn is going to be more than enough.
Because you saw attack Torb like right at the last second.
That is true, yeah. They do swap champions quite regularly,
And
actually.
like, unlike League of Legends, you're not locked into a champion.
You
this
aren't.
one.
No, that is very true. That's probably the hardest part. Looks like we're going to get into the defense side. And have they made any changes?
There's the Torb. Still
the
there.
Torbjorn,
Dark
there's the
Heart's
Ashe,
is on Ashe this time instead of McCree.
Looks like they're going for a few more picks. The Ana is still there, but the Widowmaker and the
4
Ashe are both
DPS
there
here.
as well. She's got it lined up on
Oh,
that.
double snipers. That's going to be scary.
Definitely waiting for them to pop through, waiting for the doors to open. She's ready, and she
Big shot.
is.
2 big shots. 3 big shots.
Now
Ooh.
the good news is, there's a lot of healing, and Bastion does a lot of damage. Just so you know, that Bastion is going to absolutely shred through pretty much anything. The shield gets taken down, and it looks like they're not able to get quite the push that they want. Looks like a small change.
Orisa into Bastion is actually quite an interesting comp. We call it pirate ship because it's basically you have 2 massive turrets with the Bastion and the Orisa throwing down a ton of damage.
And that's not
way.
the only change. We got a hog.
Ooh, I like
Now they're a little bit congested, but the Bastion just does so much damage. And the hamster, while he is able to roll around a little bit, is not able to get the damage that he needs until apparently they run out of healing. And that is a calamity. All 6 players suddenly just down in a second.
And there's
Sky's team takes them entirely out.
there's the
I didn't
power
even
of
see
Team
what
Sky.
happened.
Most likely, Sky's team's actually got the Widowmaker in a high ground or a very good place where she could just take pot shot after pot shot.
1 second they were all alive, then the next second they were just gone. That was a beautiful, beautiful series of plays by Sky's team, able to take an entire 6-man team and roll it down. But the
Ball's getting
hamster
ready.
is waiting.
The ball is loaded.
He is ready. He is waiting. He is going to pop down as soon as the blue guys push just a little bit too far forward. And they sense him out. They totally sense him out.
Oh, yeah.
That was some good in-game sense. I'm crediting them. I think they knew exactly what was going to happen.
Turret on the right side here. Looks like Coalescence is going to be ready for Sky. And then
It looks like it.
Oh,
Winston's
they
gonna
switched
be
up to a little
throwing
bit of a
down
dive.
little bit of damage. Looks like they're going to come up there to take down the but there comes the hamster ball. The turret's now laying down a little bit of damage.
and the mines.
And the mines to stop them from moving entirely. Looks like the blue squad is going to be taken out again. 4 of them taken down almost instantly.
And the mines are still on the ground. That's the thing is those mines last for at least like 30 seconds. So
they're
it's
gonna
going to be at
able to
least
block off a little
2 to
bit.
3 fights before the blue team gets any sort of clearance.
Now, they do still have some time on the clock to make this work, but honestly, Sky's team has just been putting on a clinic of how to shut down this corner. These these heroes, you think that they're just randomly selected and thrown together, but no. Sky's team is making them work, and it looks like they're going to go straight back to that Hanzo. It worked before. That combo with the Graviton Surge was paying dividends in the first couple of matches. But and the hamster as well on top of that. So it looks like they're going to get a hamster of their own to try and wreak some havoc.
Most likely Hanzo is probably going to be a counter pick to that Widowmaker, and they're trying to see if they can pull a sniper duel off. But the Mercy is coming up on blue side, so this could be very interesting.
Mercy is coming through. The Widowmaker is able to get a couple of shots down as 3 members drop for blue squad. The ultimate is coming through, and it looks like she's going to be able to get a few shots off. Very nice, taking bites out of the blue team.
Oh, we got a sniper duel.
Oh!
RTS Vista, beautifully clean.
Nicely done on that corner shot. They tried, they really tried. That Widowmaker is starting to do a lot of damage to them, and they needed to take her out, but unfortunately it looks like the better shot goes on the side of Team Sky. Not that we're really too surprised, but I mean...
I can respect a good, clean Widowmaker.
You can respect a good, clean Widowmaker. Nice explosion from the Ashe. It looks like the hamster ball is going to be waiting for them to try their, what could arguably be their last push if this gets destroyed. Ultimate at the ready, all ready to drop in. He's going to throw down a little bit of a misplay. Throws down the mines a little bit too early and is unable to get that. Winston comes in and is able to take down the turret. The DPS is starting to come a little bit from behind, though, as Widowmaker gets a few nice shots off. Looks like... Nice little aim duel coming through there.
Yinny picking up the RTS Vista this time. It's a little bit of retaliation for Vinny here.
Absolutely. We see it 2 players down from the Skies team. Only 1 down on the side of Blue Squad as they're able to take the numbers advantage, but the Hamster is still up, and the Hamster is what we want to see. As the Hamster rolls through and takes out another 2, takes out another 3. This Hamster is just doing work for Skies team.
That's the thing with Mach 5. That's his comfort pick. He's going to be so comfortable on that Wrecking Ball. You got to be really careful when he starts rolling here.
Absolutely, and he's just rolling all over the Blue Squad as they're not able to take checkpoint number what? Is that 2?
Big slam on Vinny.
That was a little bit of a interesting thing on our side, but Team Sky is able to pull off the clutch and push them in overtime off of it long enough to get that through. So that is map number 2.
Right.
Going inside of Sky.
Beautifully done by Team Sky, especially Mach 5 on that Wrecking Ball. Big knockouts to clean house.
Mach 5 is really doing some serious work with that Hamster, saving this Team Sky over and over, locking, stunning, getting in the back line, taking out those DPS characters. Now, I'm not too great at math, as was proven previously, but that's 2, correct?
Yes, that is 2.
So in a 2 of 3, Team Sky wins.
Normally. We're just waiting and seeing if they're going to be playing a 3rd map just for, at this point, just for kicks.
Because? Just because? We'll see. We'll get it going soon enough. But that was I wouldn't say quite as impressive. Frankly speaking, Team Sky in the first map, on the first aggressive push, looked flawless. They were just taking the other team to town.
This Team Sky looked like a proper, put together, proper team from, like, I would say almost the Overwatch League.
But they didn't do their homework. Which leads us directly into the sponsor of this stream, Abacus. If you're prepping for an exam, check out abacus.oo. I got it right this time. Just in case you are wondering who is helping us put on and fund these great events. So I think right after this, we are going to be going to a quick little break as we get into the next match. Not Team Sky versus someone, who knows? Crazy. We're going to be getting to the next match as Team Sky, I would normally say advances, but in this case, I guess they just get points.
Yep.
So good on them.
Of course.
But they've still got a long night to go. They've still got at least another match or 2 before they can take that crown. And frankly speaking, they looked good, but not undefeatable.
That's the thing. They left a couple of holes and a couple of back doors open, and that's going to be really critical to start winning something like a big tournament like CEL. If you keep those back doors closed and those holes nice and patched up, you can't be penetrable. And that's the only thing between Team Sky versus maybe a couple other teams that I would normally throw into this mix. But I would say if I was to rate them, I'd say they're Academy team at best.
Yeah, definitely. Which, I mean, for this tournament, puts them heads and tails above a lot of people. I would say as an individual skill, they have phenomenal players. Just, Hamster Ball,
Mach 5.
Doom, Mach 5 is just clean.
He was going Mach 5.
I see what you did there. I'll splash you with water later for that one.
Please don't.
All right, so I don't know if this is going to be too important, but why don't we go over, we're on the latest patch, yes?
Yes.
Yes. So is there any crazy changes that we should be looking at in the context of a bunch of players who are not necessarily playing GOATs, which is a good thing, very good thing. I'm happy to see Genji, I'm happy to see Hanzo, and I'm happy to see Ashe and Widowmaker.
I'm a tank main, so for me, every single patch feels the same. I know it's like you're used to.
Reinhardt is untouched. Brigitte is untouched.
I'm not a Brigitte player. I can't abuse a Brigitte.
You can't abuse a Brigitte. Oh, how noble of you. All right, patch notes. Hit me.
Patch notes. So right off the bat, or we just get right into the game here.
You got 21 seconds. Fast cap this.
Okay, so first thing off the hop is new hero, Baptiste. That dropped real quick. The boop buff, we call it the boop buff, but basically knockbacks got buffed up, so they're a little bit more consistent, and they affect flying characters. So in this case, Lucio is going to be very big.
And time, unable to get through. So we're going to get into game number 1. You want to give us the map?
We are on, I was going to say Ilios for a hot second, but it looks like this is a university map. It's a big contestable point in the center, and there's a bit of a well, but this time, no death on the well on this one. You could jump in and not die on this one.
Excellent. What teams do we have? We have Team Sky versus, is this Team Bottom?
My notes say it is.
You tell me at some point. I'm going to get right into this. It looks like 2 players are already down on the side of Blue Squad as Team Sky comes in. But unfortunately, their support player is taken down. They're not going to be able to get any more healing, and they're starting to take some damage. The Diva gets absolutely obliterated, and it looks like Blue Squad is going to be taken down by 2, 3, 4 players as Team Sky decides, nope, this is our map. It's time for us to play. Stun locked by Brita. Oh man, I absolutely love her. Reinhardt is going to be able to put up a little bit of shield, but he's taken some nice little bits of damage. Artillery shots coming in as it looks like Team Sky is able to push them back. They're going to have to go back onto the point as they start to get the percentage up. 25% up on the point so far for Team Sky.
The bottom ones, it's bottom ones for sure.
It is the bottom ones. All right, the bottom ones are going to be coming in. They're going to be contesting the point as a little bit nice. Winston is able to get into the back line a little bit. They're taking some nice shots off, and Sky gets pushed directly off as Winston is unable to get enough damage down for them to contest, but it looks like 43-42. The point is going to be contested. Are they going to be able to get at least a little bit percentage
that's going to be sketchy. Darkaholic.
A little bit there.
I knew it was going to be
putting through
super
a
ready.
little bit.
Here we go, Deadeye.
Nope.
Oh, didn't pick anything.
Nope. That was a big old nope from the side of Reinhardt as he puts the hammer down on hammer time, and Team Sky is pushed off at 51%. Now that is a really good chunk of the percentage on this taken down. Soldier 76 is putting through some shots. His ultimate is up. It looks like they're going to be trying to get some nice comboing going in there. Brigida is going to be coming into the center. A nice graviton surge right into the center of them. And the bottom is taken directly into the bottom of the lake. I don't even know if there's a lake in here. They're taken to the underground as...
There's a pit there.
There's a pit there. There's something there. They're wiped off the face as all 6 members get eviscerated by a beautiful combo. Graviton Surge, ultimate explosives, everything coming through. That was a very nice play.
That's a critical thing right there. So if you land a proper Graviton Surge, any sort of combo with a Graviton Surge is going to be next to lethal here.
Rupture. We've seen a lot of Diva self-destruct, but...
Ooh, early Shatter. Looks like he didn't pick anything, though.
Nice Graviton Surge coming into this other side. Looks like they're going to be able to return it. The self-destruct from Diva comes through, and there's a quick 3 kills from Sky's team as they're unable to fully consist the point at 90, 82, 83, 84%, and it looks like the bottom is able to at least put a little bit... No! Sky's team is coming back. The Ana is putting through shots, and they're able to save the point as 2 members go down from the bottom side.
I don't mean to correct you here, Drew, but that Diva was actually from bottom ones.
Yeah, no.
You said Sky.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. Yeah, the Diva was definitely from Sky's squad. Looks like the Winston is... Yeah, they're done.
They're done.
No victory screen, no nothing for that. I was like,
that was a victory primal rage. He just decided to go,
Hoo! Just don't rip off your shirt, man. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see that right now. Hey, I'm in the same boat, don't worry. So we're going to be coming into the secondary part of the map. Now this map, I know for a fact...
This is downtown.
Did they switch maps?
So
no, it's the same map, but they have the few different...
This is three separate maps.
Yeah, 3 separate maps
map.
in the same one, yeah.
So this is actually, I want to say Nambani downtown. Trying to remember.
Downtown, yeah.
So this is downtown. So this is really big. So this has a really big contestable point here with a very small center for cover, but 2 doors entryway. And here's the thing. Those could easily be walled off.
Absolutely, and we see Mach 5 going back to Hamster this time, which I'm very happy to see because while Sky's team did look, again, very good. Ooh, nice little Sombra. Ooh,
I like
we
this.
got some Sombra. You love Sombra, don't you? Why don't you tell us about your love of Sombra, the best character in the entire game?
Oh, my love for Sombra knows no bounds, my friend. You know this, I know this, and if you've seen my Twitch clip, you'd know this too.
Sky's team is a couple of members are taken down along with the bottom. Is that Tracer?
That was Tracer.
That was Tracer, yep. Looks like they're pulling out all the picks as traded for the hamster ball is the healer on the time of the side of the bottom. I would take that personally. Mach 5 is definitely very good on that hamster, but he's going to get back in the fight a little bit quicker.
RTS Vista on the Tracer this time around. He shoots a very quick ultimate charge for that little mini pulse bomb.
You say little mini, but it does damage. It does a lot of damage. But instantaneously, wow. Sky is able to absolutely eviscerate Mimi from the side of bottom, and it looks like they're going to be going all the way in with the numbers advantage. Mach 5 rolling his way around, able to get a little bit of damage into the back line as they are taking down 4 members of the bottom, and they've got Primal Rage directly on the front to try and keep them going.
He's just holding him at the door right now.
Yeah, the door is a little bit there, but Winston's going to come back, and it looks like they're going to be taking up that percentage to 50.
So it looks like the Team Sky is going to be already halfway there with 3 ultimates going up into this next fight. But also bottom ones, now 4 ultimates up. Could we see an ultimate advantage here?
We definitely do see an ultimate advantage, but I think that they're going to actually have to get on the point to be able to do anything. Soldier 76 is still doing work, and they're just taking them down one after the other. Graviton Surge, everything is being dropped, but unfortunately it's just not doing enough. And they still have 3 ultimates to make it work. But unfortunately, they're being pushed back directly into their base again. This is a much better defense from the side of Sky than what we previously saw.
Big EMP from the
Sombra?
Sombra, thank you.
There you go. Your favorite character. How could you ever forget her name? Soldier 76 on the back line is able to get a lot of shots through. There's the hamster ball, able to do a lot of damage. Gets the stun on them. And it doesn't matter that there's a surge directly on top of him. He doesn't care. He's just going to lay in a huge amount of damage, taking down 2, potentially 3 of the bottom as McCree starts to put through shots. Only 16% left on that ultimate, but it doesn't matter. They're at 99%. They're on overtime. They're just trying to contest the point.
Wait a minute. They C9'd.
They C9'd it. They were able to get the point capture, and it looks like 99%. They're able to hold it, getting 9-10%, but how long will they be able to hold it? Will the bottom one be able to actually get on point?
Big MVP with Sombra is going to make a big clearing here.
Sombra is able to take down another member. It's 2 down on the side of Sky. They're being pushed off the point. Absolutely beautiful play from the bottom. A little bit of hubris on the side of Sky's team as they are unable to fully lock it out. The shot's coming through from McCree, but it doesn't look like he's able to do much more than put a few token wounds on the side of the bottom as they are set up and ready to defend this point in what could potentially be the game-winning push. Brigida first onto the point, along with Soldier 76 laying through a few.
Oh, there's the MP charge. That fired off real early. That's going to be really critical now for the bottom ones to be able to engage after the MP goes off.
Soldier 76 able to do a lot of damage. The Kong is going to come through and unable to pull a King Kong quite as he wanted to. Sombra is doing a lot of work, but it doesn't look like they're able to get the damage through that they want with already 1 down on the side of the bottom, but 2 also down on the side of Sky. They're just going blow for blow on this as Sky's team is trying desperately to get back out on the point and close this out. 70% on the side of the bottom one. Are we going to see Sky's team first loss?
Big double.
Mox is unable to get the proper knock-up on them and stun them up. It looks like they're going to be pushed off the point once again, but if they're able to keep the contention, they might just actually be able to get this going. 84%. This is the highest that anyone has gotten so far in this match. Brigida is able to be taken down. Sky's team is doing a lot of work, but they're getting hit in return. There's 3 members down on the side of the bottom, but another 2 members as well as the low Mach 5 on the side of the bottom ones means that they're still in this. The percentage charge is low on the side of the bottom, but
bottom one's being able to backdoor.
The bottom one's being able to backdoor and almost pull that off was incredibly impressive versus Sky's team. They've really caught them off guard with that. And you could see getting into the 90 percentile after being down at 99%. I mean, that was a beautiful, beautiful play.
See, that's the thing with Team Sky is they left the back door open again. And
They did.
And bottom ones saw that opening, took it right away, and then boom, big C9 for Team Sky.
At some point, a team is going to take that back door and slam it shut on Sky and stop them from getting back through because they definitely need to tighten that up. Mach 5, uncharacteristically making a couple of mistakes on the hamster. He wasn't able to get a couple of stuns off. He wasn't able to do the damage that we frequently see him do in the back line. Teams are starting to recognize him as a threat and focus him down.
Yeah, so it looks like, especially when it comes down to it, you can't take a 2v1, 3v1, or 4v1 into fights like that. Especially when you're a big hamster ball, you're got a big target on you. There's not a lot you can do if you need to peel away. You just need to run at that point.
Run or roll, you know, whatever works. Roll your way.
You know, I'm surprised you didn't throw a couple more puns in there because when it got to halfway point, I was surprised you didn't say
bowling
halfway.
is definitely not my favorite sport in the world, but I will use them as there. So we're just going to get a quick little shout out to our sponsor, FMAV, the ones responsible for the quality of this broadcast. All of this comes directly from FMAV, and they provide you with your audio-video solutions for all your event needs.
We appreciate it.
We do appreciate it. Abacus, FMAV, we appreciate it all for their ability to bring this directly to you and the ability for the players to have their fun and play against each other in that way.
Definitely.
That was map 1, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we still got another map. I got you this time. I'm learning. You can teach an old dog new tricks, I swear.
Hey, if you could do 80 carry, I'll support you all the way.
Talking about League of Legends at the Overwatch community. We're dead.
Oh my gosh.
So, why don't you actually go through your patch notes this time?
Okay. So a little bit of the backstory here. So you get a little bit of the backstory. So there was some inconsistencies with a knockback. So if you look at like Lucio's boop ability, that little knockback on there, there's a little bit of inconsistencies, especially with the characters that fly. So what they did is they leveled off everything. Everything is nice and consistent now. If you can find a way to knock a Pharah out of the sky, go do it, my friend.
Do it.
It'll be the most consistent and satisfying way to boop a Pharah.
I would recommend you not say that too often, but you know what? You can boop whoever you want. We're
True,
not
you went there. Only you, sir, went there.
Hey, you're the one you're the one using the terms. I'm just the one following it up. I'm the entertainment. I'm not the smart one. Remember this.
Anyway, let's go into the next map. This is Blizzard World, another beautifully well done hybrid map point.
They're really liking these hybrid maps.
I always love hybrid maps. They're my favorite. You get a bit of everything. You got a contestable point, plus a payload to push. This one is actually quite fun, and I've actually got a couple of good Twitch clips out of this guy, because the 4-man Demon Bomb is actually probably one of the most, I think, well-known of my videos.
Diva bombs?
Yeah. Well, it's Diva's self-destruct going into this. Oh, the trolling Maywall!
They're already coming through with the trolls. Sky's team is playing off against, this is
Oh my gosh.
the bottom ones. I like that
Oh, yeah.
name. The bottom ones. The bottom ones. Right, we're gonna get into this map. I swear I'm gonna take it seriously. Let's see what they have in store for us this time. Is there any major changes? We see a Doomfist.
Bendy Hell is on the Reinhardt here with a Zarya. So we see 1, 2, 3 tanks, 1 support though.
Pretty standard stuff from Sky, honestly.
I lied. Tofu's on Zenyatta. We're good.
Tofu's on Zenyatta. We're all good there. Winston for Bird Hell. Dark Holic is on the Widowmaker. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. On the side of the deep ones, we've got Doomfist, which personally I think is probably one of the most just incredibly hyped up names ever.
Oh,
you guys want Doomfist?
Oh, there we go. Big hit.
Nice. 4-man knock-up from the hamster. Unfortunately, it looks like they weren't able to capitalize on it quite as much as they wanted, only able to get 1 down from the bottom ones, and they are quickly healing up. There's the Hamster going to the back line, able to get down the Ana by...
Oh, big hit on Lucio here. He's going to have to get away now.
Absolutely. It looks like they're going to be able to down one person right off the bat as Diva is coming in, trying to knock a few off the point. But it doesn't look like the Hamster's having any of that. As he locks them into the corner, gets the damage down, and there is another 2 people down for the bottom ones as Sky's team only loses. Nope, there's another one down for Sky's team. 2 for 2. They are trading blows. The bottom ones are not giving this up without a fight.
Mach 5 already having his ultimate up. He's going to be ready for the next fight here, being able to get the mines down right on top of point.
Tofu is throwing through the balls, left, right, and center. There's the mines. McCree is just going, what do I do? What do I do? Where do I go?
Mach 5 now rejoining his team as they start to regroup, as they try to contest this point capture. Very simple point capture, just a square on this one, as the rest of Deep One's going to have to clear out the mines before they do anything here.
Absolutely. Looks like the Deep Ones are still holding strong there. The Widowmaker is able to get a couple of shots off, but she's taking damage. The shield coming through from Zyra is unable to do a whole lot, as the Hamster Ball is still rolling around, trying to get that bowling into the back line. Able to do a lot of damage, take down the McCree, and there is a major DPS character down on the side of the Deep One. Looks like he's able to do even more, unable to get directly up. They're just not doing the damage. Sky is down on the side of, well, Team Sky, but it doesn't look like the Deep Ones have taken any sort of consistent damage in that assault.
I think Sky is just letting off the gas a little too much right now. I think they need to put a little bit more pressure on the Deep Ones to make a very good contest point on the next fight.
Absolutely. The point is still on the side of the Deep Ones as they are putting on a very nice clinic of how to deal with Team Sky. Looks like this might be the one map where for a second I thought they lost it, and I was a little bit concerned.
Big
I was like,
sound
wow,
barrier for Team Sky.
Nice sound barrier. The Primal Rage is going to be dropped on top. The Deep Ones are getting blasted as one player is already down. Secondary Ana is down for the count as well. Doomfist is unable to get directly in there, and it looks like the Deep Ones are finally, with 3 members down, going to be forced off the point as Team Sky finally decides to pull the hammer and put it down on top.
Now I stand corrected. Lucio was actually from the Deep Ones instead of Team Sky.
What, you didn't know?
I make mistakes. I'm only human.
Mach 5 is desperately trying to beat off the beat back the Deep Ones.
Hey, you said it.
I'm going to get absolutely lit up for that one. Diva is going to be coming through, putting in shots, but it looks like the Deep Ones are going to have to reset and restart as Team Sky finally, for the first point, is able to get attention. And just as I say that, Widowmaker gets absolutely destroyed. Doomfist putting in the damage on top of them. The Hamster Ball is doing a little bit of work to knock them back, but it doesn't look like he's able to get just the quite. Mines are not on there. Ana is taken down. Clean. That was so clean. Just as we thought Doomfist was going to turn this around for the Deep Ones.
He gets taken out quick.
He gets taken out very quick, and the Hamster Ball just keeps on coming. Just keeps on taking them out one after the other, taking down the back lines, taking down everything.
Now, Team Sky's going to have to take a little bit of an interesting play here. You got a lot of dive characters. So this time, the dive setup on this one is going to be because of the monkey and the ball here. But they also have a Zarya on this one, so it's going to be a bit of a modified dive, maybe possibly a split push.
We definitely could see the Graviton Surge coming through directly in the back line. It looks like they're going to be going after the point and to try and stop the payload from moving any further. Ultimates being used left, right, and center. 2 ultimates left on the side of the Deep Ones as a couple of their players go down. Mach 5 is doing a lot of damage in the back lines. Winston is trying to buy time on top of the payload to stop them from moving while Deep Ones start to reset and come back to life. But it looks like Hamster is just a little bit too much as he's taking a little bit of damage, and they're coming back and starting to reset as well. Just a little bit of skirmishing, I would say, right now as they're trying to get a feel for how to end this match.
Look, the Deep Ones are doing a little bit of a modified dive comp with the McCree into Lucio for the speed boost here. But look at this, Team Sky busting out the I was going to say Bastion again, but it's actually Baptiste.
Baptiste is going to come through for Team Sky alongside a little bit of a modification with Tracer being picked up instead of Widowmaker. So they're going to be committing full to the dive side. Doomfist is being taken down. No! 84 damage directly onto Winston. Able to get a lot of damage. Ana is trying to take down the hamster ball. And wow.
Oh, there's the disrespect.
The disrespect. Wow. They're just going blow for blow. 3 down on the side of the bottom one. 3 down on the side for Team Sky as they're just fighting left, right, and center for this.
This is a bloodbath.
This is an absolute massacre on either side. They're just not giving up. Trying to take down this 1 point. Team Sky might actually be in the throes of getting their first loss in this tournament as the bottom ones continue to flood in. Looks like one member is down for the side of team bottom one, but the Doomfist is coming through and doing a huge amount of damage. And the backline is being absolutely eviscerated. Graviton Surge is just not enough. The mines are being dropped on top of it to try and get a little bit of a combo. 2 are down on the side of the bottom ones. 3. 1 down is on the side of the Team Sky, but it looks like only 2 are on the side of the. There's only 2 or 3 of them that are actually able to do. But a misplay.
Sky huge.
A misplay from the side of the bottom ones as they got knocked off and they are unable to get the full reset, and it might just look like Team Sky is putting the final crutches in this game. The payload is continuing to be moved forward, but the bottom ones are just not able to get out in the same way that they were able to before. They're getting pushed back as Team Sky finally starts to find their groove, starts to find their rhythm. Mach 5 is taken down for the count right now, but he's going to come back with the Diva this time as opposed to the Hamster.
Yeah, Mach 5's usual main is actually Diva, but he does a mean wrecking ball, as we've seen beforehand.
As we have seen here, but he decides, no, we need a little bit more tank. We need a little bit less of the Hamster. The charge is coming through. Team Sky is able to get a lot of damage done. The Diva ultimate is only able to take down 1 on the side of Team Sky, while 2 go down in quick succession on the side of the bottom one on the hands of Tracer. Tracer taking down the second one before getting taken down herself. Graviton Surge is coming in. They're trying to combo it up to see if they can get anything done on the side of the bottom one, but it looks like they're just getting pushed back again and again as Diva and Ana stand strong on top of the payload.
Well, it goes down to overtime now.
Contention on the point, but it doesn't look like they're able to get a whole lot done. Winston into the backline to try and get it done, to try and get the point contention. Mercy is doing a lot of healing there, but she's just basically keeping her team alive. There is the res on top of them, but it looks like Team Sky
almost to pure death.
Almost to her death.
Incoming.
That was a very nice Diva ultimate directly into the upper echelon of the map before dropping down and able to do a huge amount of damage. An absolutely game-cinching Diva ultimate. As we have seen in the previous game, man, Mach 5, you are not just putting on a clinic on Hamster, you are putting on a clinic on Diva as well. Diva ultimates to close out these games have been deadly.
Yeah, it looks like I should be taking notes on some of that Diva play. That way I can use that in my own as I climb the ladder here.
Right, because we're good enough to totally pick up these characters and just instantly play them to the speed of Mach 5.
I played 2 seasons. Come on, how hard could it be?
How hard could it be? I don't know, man.
So as we go into the next round, here's what we're looking at here. As Team Sky takes full 3 points onto this point, onto this first fight here, what are we expecting to see coming in as both teams are getting ready to roll here? Mach 5 back on the wrecking ball again.
I mean, I can't blame him. The Hamster is so entertaining to watch and so entertaining to just see. I mean, when the hero was first announced, I kind of thought to myself, okay, what could they possibly be doing when they say that we want to introduce a new kind of like off-tank champion? And then you're like, you know what? Hamster in a ball. Hamster in a mechanized robot ball. And I thought to myself, you guys are geniuses. Best idea ever. Next, Siamese goldfish. Make it work. I want to see a Siamese goldfish in like a mechanized water tank. Sorry, I'm getting off track.
That might be a little bit of a stretch here as we see the old pirate ship.
They've got monkeys, they've got horses, they've got hamsters. They can make a fish work, I swear.
Sky's team pointing at the pirate ship as we see Borisa and Bastion coming in here with the wrecking ball. So that's going to be a lot of damage coming from their tanks just that alone.
Bastion already putting shots through and just tearing through the health bars of the bottom ones as they take a lot of damage but get healed up fairly quickly by Anna.
Uh-oh, there's a Sombra in there. That could easily disrupt the pirate ship comp.
Yeah, but she's not able to get close enough. She's just taking bits and pieces as the wrecking ball continues to just bowl over the enemy team, just doing work while Tracer comes into the side. They're able to take down, I was about to say able to take down a little bit of DPS, but she instantly gets
deleted.
Just deleted. Thank you for that.
No worries.
As they go for round number 2, Hamster is just going to be coming around. Bastion is going to do a lot of damage, but the dive onto the top of there, and they get absolutely destroyed. Sky's team was, oh wow. Okay, so your whole idea with the combo is just not working as the hamster gets taken down, and the bottom ones successfully roll right through Team Sky.
Well, here's the thing: that the only problem is with pirate ship is it's very defensive. There's one big back door that leaves open, and the bottom ones actually manage to find that back door and execute the full squad of Team Sky.
Yeah, side strat definitely is paying dividends on the side of the bottom ones. They get the payload and start to move it out. Anna is healing her team at an incredible rate. They're barely taking any damage, just right back up, right back up, right back up. Now, to be fair, Team Sky is, wow.
Oh, wow. Big Dragon Blade!
Dragon Blade coming through. We didn't even see that on the side. You can hear them yelling in the background as Genji just goes ham in the backline, taking out 4 or 5 players before they even have time to react. I didn't even have time to react. We didn't even see it happening. That's how fast it happened.
Oh, I wish we had replay, because man, I would love to see something like that.
Absolutely, that was that was incredible. The self-destruct coming through, not able to get
big pick. That's 2.
That was 3.
No, Tracer.
Tracer's able to get the 4th. Team Sky is falling apart right in front of us.
No
the Diva
way.
ultimate, the Genji ultimates, everything's coming through. Tracer's able to get a return, but she's down. The bottom ones are just taking Sky to school.
Oh man, I am
Brigida's able to get a
for
stun
this.
lock, but I was not ready for this. They're able to push the payload almost all the way up, and after 2 big plays, they have pushed Team Sky almost entirely back. They have to reset as one of their players gets taken down, but that was absolutely critical. Oh, that was wow. The bottom one's coming up clutch with some huge plays.
But now the bottom one's actually resetting here as Team Sky manages to push him back off the payload, and now the payload's being able to pushing back just a tiny little bit off the second checkpoint here.
Looks like they're able to get a small pick onto the side of Sky's. Birdie Hell goes directly down. Tofu is almost at half health. Tofu gets immediately taken down. Primal Rage is popped on the side of King, and they're able to get a lot of damage down as the mines come through. Hamster is doing a lot of damage in the background, and it looks like 3 members are going to go down almost immediately for the side of the bottom ones, for only 1 on the side of Sky. So a very, very good reset on the side of Sky. They're able to pull themselves back together after that series of 2 very clinch plays. Now Sombra, what are you doing? What are you doing, Sombra?
I would like to make a big note here that there's Genji deflect onto Dark Holic. Actually knocks out Dark Holic with his own ult.
Absolutely, that was. I don't have words, man. This has been
next
an
level
incredible series of moves. Now we have to watch. The bottom ones have 1 player behind them, and it looks like she might be able to be very close, very close to.
Where is the Sombra, speaking of which?
Oh,
there she
no,
is.
she's coming back onto the side, able to get a hack, do a little bit more damage, but it looks like she was going around to try and get a clutch deep.
Two-step getting
EMP.
on the Dragon Blade here.
Dragon Blade again, able to take down 2 members of the backline before being looks like he was almost taken down himself. There's down to 10%, 11%, and he's down for the count. Looks like the D.Va is going to get this destruct off, but only one player, Sky, is down on the side of the bottom ones, and it looks like, Sky is the only one down on Sky. Thank you.
Sky's the only, so Team Sky, only losing their captain in that one.
Yeah, versus 3 players are down for the side of the bottom one, so they need to reconvene and get back to them. They're going to have time for probably, I want to say something, maybe.
Well, it looks like bottom ones are going to try and go for the 3-3, the GOATS comp, whereas Sky's still keeping their team comp together relatively well.
It's been working for them, so why keep it? It looks like they're going to get a lot of percentiles back on their ultimates as the Team Sky is able to come around, doing a lot of damage while the Reinhardt is able to put up the shield and soak up a lot of that, but that is 4 instantly, 5 down for the side of the bottom ones, and unfortunately Team Sky, after being rocked by a couple of great ultimates from the bottom ones, are able to stamp their authority back on this game. No more playing around. We're done. You got your play of the game with the Genji. You got your play of the game with the D.Va. Now it's time for us to win like we have been doing for the past little while.
This is very interesting to see how Team Sky will now come back from this. Even though they are up over two points on this map, it'll be very interesting to see if this checkpoint will be absolutely critical for Team Sky.
100%. It looks like overtime is being afforded to them as they are only being contested. Oh, that was funny.
I think that's it.
That is definitely it. She gave them the one last frag before Team Sky takes the win on, I believe this is map number 2, correct?
This is map number 2.
All right, perfect. So, Team Sky, very, very dominant in their performances so far. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Overwatch CEL matches. I don't even think we have a name for this right now. So
we sort of do.
We
CEL
still do.
Overwatch.
CEL Overwatch? I like that. So a little bit of a change in the, let's call it the time schedule, due to the fact that Team Sky has, let's call it, handedly won their matches. The teams have kind of agreed that we are going to go into a final match to determine who the 2nd place and the 3rd place teams are going to be. And so that's going to be your final match of the evening, actually. So basically final match going into it. See who's in 2nd and 3rd. Team Sky did take 1st place. They will be awarded that. So don't worry too much about that. We're going to take you guys into the final little bit. Just a little bit of talking before we get too far into things. Jojo, this is your first time on the desk.
Of course, thank you.
How have you been enjoying this?
Honestly, for a first time, I was a little nervous right off the start. I'll give it to you that one. Doing a lot of back history and a lot of information gathering, to even about a week and a half. I'd say a lot of my preparation led me up to this, but there is a lot of things I could take away from here, especially now that we're coming into the end of the cast. I'm really getting rolling. I'm getting comfortable here. So maybe if I could throw down another, maybe 1, maybe 2 more casts, I think I can get this under my belt.
Excellent. Well, that's good to hear, man. You definitely did the legwork. I 100% appreciate that because
this is a lot of notes.
It is a lot of notes.
And I think I had to consolidate it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages.
Oh, only 5 pages of notes?
The other pages are on the floor, so.
You're crazy. Jeez. How many pages did you bring?
8.
Oh my. 8 pages of Overwatch notes, ladies and gentlemen, just for a small town tournament between 3 teams.
You should have seen what I did for what we did back at when we did the League of Legends.
Calgary's best teams. Thank you.
But yeah, this is when we did Overwatch. You saw me bring what?
That is true. You brought 4 pages to the League of Legends, so I shouldn't be too surprised that your favorite game, you're like, all right, map pools, champions, who likes who, team. I love how you didn't get the team names until you were here, though.
Well, I couldn't get all the team names all in one shot because, well.
Oh, speaking of which,
schedule.
the final match will be between
Team Dynasty.
Dynasty, I love it, and the bottom ones.
Oh man, this is.
So we're gonna
be
see
fun.
who's top and who's bottom in this tournament
Oh, you
bracket.
had to go there.
Tournament bracket. You're the one being dirty this time.
Hey, you put it down. I only wanted to pick it up. This one time, you got one. Let me have this one.
Okay, we have the mature rating on this cast, right? Oh, man.
Somebody clip that.
So we're going to get this match going pretty quickly. They're just kind of sorting out the teams and everything, making sure that everyone's good. Washroom breaks, very important.
Of course.
And they never talk about that, but it's like, have you ever seen matches stop because players like, yo, I need to go.
We're all human after all.
We are all human. It's tough like that.
Yeah.
But no, we've had a lot of fun this evening. I know Ryan has had a lot of fun watching over the Smash Bros tournament. Now, for anyone who missed it earlier, just a heads up, we will be uploading the Smash Brothers tournament with the live commentary done by, is it Kyle?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
Kyle's doing it, and do we have the Kyle and Robert? Thank you. They have been casting and doing a great job of the Smash Brothers tournament this evening. That'll be fully uploaded for you guys to watch if you so need. So right away, we are going to get into our final match.
Looks like we
between the
got
bottom
Legion
ones.
Tower this time around. I love this
Legion
map.
Tower. How did you even know that? We didn't even have it yet.
I could see, you know.
Oh man, you are just out of the. Oh.
So it looks like we're going to start off again. Woo, ball right off the hop.
What do we got? We got assemble your hero. That is the best hero. Assembly of your heroes. OP.
All right, let's see
OP, man.
Let's see which teams are which here. I'm not.
Now, we've seen
sure.
two-step mostly on the Genji, and let's face it, in that match against Sky's team, I mean, they killed it.
Oh, it was
They
amazing.
nailed their ultimates, and they did just an incredible job of almost taking down Sky, honestly. They were the closest by far. Apparently, they scrimmed against them, so not too surprising, but we're going to get into this match and see which of these two teams
Ooh, look
is
at
going
this.
to take on
So
the
they could-
second place prize.
Just a nice little pan from our camera guy.
Well done, camera guy. Real
As we look over onto the bottom place.
All right, let's see what we got here. We got two-step pulling out the Ashe. We previously saw him on the Genji, so maybe not too far removed, but a little bit. We've got Zenyatta, Hamster, Brigitte, Bastion, and Lucio.
Looks
on the
like we
other
got
side.
May coming off from Team
no,
Dynasty.
No, I'm not casting this anymore. No,
We can't go. I can't.
May is the worst.
She's
Worst
not
hero
terrible.
ever.
Oh, come on, Drew.
Look at this. Look at the ice wall. Oh, so annoying. Anyways, the ice wall is going to come through, and immediately the bottom ones have 3, 4, 5 players immediately taken down as the Dynasty. I love that name, by the way.
I love that name.
Take very convincing control of this center point, and they are going to be running down that timer. This is why I hate May, by the way, the most annoying and obnoxious champion, hero, thing. I refuse to call her a thing. Oh, the May wall to separate the rest of the team. 2 quick pickoffs on the side of Dynasty. They are really putting this May to good work. They figured out this. You can hear the yelling coming through as they're starting to put more and more damage. There is 4 members down for the side of the bottom ones as the Lucio boops the Reinhardt away from him, but still gets taken down.
This May is coming in real clutch with those May walls, and I think
Absolutely.
unless the bottom ones can find a way to answer this back, they're going to be having a hard time getting onto the pay.
Don't expect the unexpected, unexpect the expected. That's what my roommate says. I have no idea what it means. I have no idea, but they're coming in to what potentially be the final push of this first match. Right away, you see the healing rays supposed well as the damage coming through as the ultimates are starting to come through for the bottom ones.
Big blizzard.
Able to, very good blizzard is coming through. Zenyatta ultimate is able to keep the rest of his teammates alive, but they're instantly taken down. A little bit of healing is coming through from Zenyatta, but he's unable to keep up with the rest of the team. And 3-4 quick picks again on the side of Dynasty. You are really starting to see the tier list. The bottom ones might have been the ones to take Sky to the limit, but Sky to the limit. But it looks like Dynasty is really putting their stamp on this one. Match one, at least.
Yeah, and you can see where this Mei wall is really coming into play as another Mei wall goes up.
And the Graviton
Surge!
5-man Graviton Surge followed by the Mei, and it looks like they're going to be instantly stalled out for the 100% win on the side of Dynasty. That was absolutely sick. Oh. Did it do damage? No. Did it look cool? Oh, yeah. Well done to Dynasty taking the first map.
And you said Mei was bad.
No, I never said Mei was bad. I just hate her.
Oh,
Mei is the worst hero, by far, the most annoying hero to deal with. She slows you, and then she dances and BMs you, and I hate her, okay?
But I think in this case,
it's me and Mei, you and Sombra, okay? We gotta pause for 0 seconds.
I think this Mei was just absolutely fantastic this time around. But instead of using it as an aggressive tool to BM and basically tilt your opponent, it's more to just zone the team off.
Oh yeah, no, she was played perfectly in this match. Those tight corridors were absolutely flawless flawlessly executed in picking off. And what you really didn't notice, or what I kind of noticed earlier during the hallways, was they let 1 or 2 of the players through before they blocked it off.
That's actually by strategy.
It is strategy, 100%. They were able to dismantle the other team bit by bit, let the tanks come through, shred them down with a few ultimates. By the time the wall's down, you've already lost half or potentially all of your frontline tanks. Boom, GG, no re.
That was honestly, I don't think the bottom ones were really ready for that level of.
They were?
Cheese. I wouldn't say cheese.
It was kind of cheesy. It definitely wasn't what you would say is conventional. Now on that map, Mei is probably one of the better defensive heroes, so we're gonna have to see how they do on offense.
Yeah.
The question is, I don't like her when attacking, I do like her when defending.
But
zone control is great.
See, the thing is that first map was actually just zone control.
It was. So now they're going to be on offense. So do they pick the Mei for when they potentially get the point, or do they?
We're still on zone control.
Or are we still on zone?
So it doesn't matter. Offense or defense, it doesn't matter, because as long as you take the first point, you control that point.
You control that point.
So
I think we have a technical difficulty.
Yeah.
Could be wrong on that. I could be misinterpreting the pause as well as the lack of a person in the match as something else. Maybe I'm blind. I very well could be, but I feel that it might be a technical glitch.
I just want to ask you something, Drew.
Sure.
You say Mei's pretty brutal as a champion, but
I just hate her. Every time I go against her, it's the same thing.
Okay.
If she's on my team, wall in front of me. If she's on the enemy team, wall in front of me.
I'll have to ask you a second part to this question as we go into the next game and the first team fight going in here.
Fair Mercy.
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy.
I love calling it that.
Pharmacy, I love it. Putting the rock through onto the point on top of the bottom ones. Dynasty is starting to do a lot of damage, but in return, they lose 1 member almost immediately. A second member following up behind. The Farah Mercy combo is being eviscerated. 4 members down. The bottom ones are making quick work of this point. And sorry, gonna have to pull out that Mei again because your cheesy tactics have been thwarted.
Oh, looks like this time the bottom ones are being able to push back the other team all the way back to the point.
15% on the point already, and they're just starting to get back towards that center area. The Farah Mercy, are they still running it?
They're still running Pharmacy.
Pharmacy is still here to play, and
I'd say it's dangerous though.
It is very dangerous.
Oh, look at this big barrage!
Barrage is able to take down the 2 main tank heroes for Dynasty, and it looks like Sorry, the bottom ones, as the bottom ones are unable to fully take out Dynasty on there, but a nice Graviton Surge is able to come in, and the Pharmacy combo is taken down almost instantly, and the bottom ones come back with a clutch ultimate.
Well, that might almost be a full squad wipe, as Yinny was almost taken out there, but she's now staggered. So this is going to be absolutely critical going into this next fight. It's going to be a 5v6 for a hot second.
Absolutely. Looks like we got about 60% left, so they still have more than enough time to make this play happen. The Pharmacy combo is not working in the way they want. Those tight corridors are perfect for Graviton Surges, and they are playing it to their...
Oh, big shatter! Big shatter!
Absolutely. They were waiting for that. You could hear the yells as the as the bomb comes through. The Diva's unable to get a whole lot of extra damage done. The Pharmacy combo is down, and it looks like Fair is going to have to do a lot of work as they hit 80%, and the final reset comes in for Dynasty. That was beautiful.
Bod's going to be coming into play here, especially when now Ryan Shatter is also up. But Bod's going to be coming into play. It looks like she's going to be on the point here.
Able to get a lot of damage down. The Far is starting to get a lot of damage down onto the enemy team. She's down for the count, unable to get the combo going with the Mercy. Graviton Surge with Zentrans is on the play, but it looks like no, it's not enough.
Whoa.
The Dynasty is unable to follow through, and unfortunately their players are dropping left, right, and center. They're on contested as overtime comes into play, and it looks like at this point the bottom ones are going to be firing back with map number 2.
Wow, Dynasty coming in with a big...
Beautiful Graviton Surge to finally end this as a nice little combo, and
Look at
3
that.
frags ends the match. Beautifully done by the bottom ones.
Two-step on Zen, and Zarya throwing it down with that gigantic laser cannon.
I blame not having Mei.
I believe not having Mei too.
That the Pharmacy combo was good, and she was definitely starting to get a lot of key DPS down, but it just wasn't enough. In terms of map play, I would say the bottom ones have the edge. In terms of cheesiness, though, I mean, Dynasty definitely gets the pick.
Yeah, given the Dynasty using something basically off the ladder to run into this tournament comp, but the bottom ones.
So it seems that they're going to try and just pick the heroes that we hate the most. Sombra on the field, as well as the hamster ball, is coming into play. This map is famous.
I'm going to be honest with you, we don't hate the hamster.
No, not the hamster, but Sombra.
Yeah.
You definitely are not a fan of Sombra. It looks like the Genji from two-step is taking a lot of damage almost instantly. Mercy is starting to get him up a little bit.
Pick.
Nice hit back. Almost able to get the knockback on the hamster ball, but the bottom ones instantly have their Widowmaker taken down, and it looks like Dynasty is going to be able to take the point potentially. They're doing a lot of damage.
They're just contesting here.
They're just contesting at this point. Damage is starting to come through. All 6 members are up, and the Dynasty has crumbled as 3 of their members go down in what should have been a numbers advantage for them.
Now the bottom one's actually picking up Pharmacy onto this next fight here.
I'm not surprised. Pharmacy is a very potent combo on this map. I even remember that from Season 1 Overwatch. Yeah, I was playing back then.
Wow.
The knockback from her rockets is absolutely phenomenal, as well as the wrist rocket is able to just do a huge amount of work on that bridge. A nice knockback and a huge Dragon Blade with 2-step. That was step 1. Step 2 was kill them all. Beautifully done as the Genji.
And you could hear them
You could hear them yelling in the back. That Genji play was absolutely beautiful. We've seen them do that versus Sky, but seeing them do it against Dynasty just truly shows how much of an importance in terms of just the sheer firepower that he is able to take care of.
Big.
The barrage is coming through, but it's just only doing a little bit of preliminary DPS. It's not really taking out the heroes as quickly as they want. A lot of damage from this far is starting to come through as they're flying their way directly out of there. But it looks like the Dynasty is starting to crumble, honestly, as they're taking more and more damage. Mercy is unable to keep up in the terms of the sheer healing, and 1 for 1 at this point, but The percentage is climbing for the bottom ones. They're unable to contest as much as they need, and with only 0% remaining on the side, 0% at all, Primal Rage comes in on the side and takes out 3 from the bottom ones.
Beautifully done.
Very well executed turnaround, but they still haven't contested. They're sitting at almost 90%.
Oh, here comes the Dragon Blade.
Dragon Blade is going to come through. He's going to be able to take out enough of the enemy heroes. Takes out 1. The stun is coming through on the Somber side. A big thing for you. Deadeye is unable to come and save the day. Looks like the Dynasty is going to be sitting on overtime. Nice little hamster ball. I absolutely love this. Able to keep rolling around, doing damage left, right, and center.
They gotta
the
be
bomb
careful.
coming through for Diva.
Oh,
Able to do
it clears up.
and clears out 2 members. Potentially 3. Are they able to take through to the overtime? It doesn't look like it. Overtime is. Oh, it was
The
just.
big touch. They
They're being
touched.
touched. It looks like the McCree takes the headshot, takes the shot, and there is the second objective taken on the side of the bottom one. That was round 3, and that is game number 1 going to the side of the bottom one.
Beautifully done by the bottom ones here to execute onto the as the final checkpoint comes up, and it's basically the same map again.
It's basically the same map again. Not too much of a change. Ooh, getting fancy with that. Ooh.
Okay,
food.
now I'm hungry.
Now I'm hungry as well. Look at that. Squid poggers. Oh,
squid poggers.
dude, I could go for some sushi right now. Looks like we got a pause. All players are in there.
Well, you never know what's going to happen here.
No rules.
There we go.
I was wondering what was going on. I was like, don't they only do the 3 in a row? No?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I was going to say, we
rules on
already
that
did
one.
all 3 maps.
We already did, but just a rule glitch. We're all human, don't worry. Everyone's coming through. So, match number 1
Yes.
goes the way of the bottom ones.
Yep.
Now, the cheesy pick of May definitely caught them off guard.
Oh, yeah.
So, Dynasty, I really think you guys need to pull out something a little bit crazy
Or spicy.
or spicy.
So
Who would you like to see?
Here's one.
We've seen pretty much every hero.
I want to see that if Dynasty could pull this off, and it's a bit of a stretch. I don't know if you really like this, because it's a combination of 2 things that you don't like.
Okay, hit me.
May goats, aka Snoats. Snoats? Snow goats.
Star Wars?
Snow goats.
Snow goats.
May
with goats.
with goats.
That is like the worst combo ever because it does combine the most boring team composition in the face of the planet with the absolute most aggravating hero in the world to play against.
That being said, May in this case, they did it right by isolating a bunch of players off with that May wall. So if they could take that, add to that with the goats, maybe they could pull a W?
I think that they can pull a W. I don't think the bottom ones are that far ahead of them. I think they just have better map control. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if they can get those nice wombo combo ults going off again and focus down the Genji, yeah, don't let the Genji get rolling.
No.
Two-Step has proven himself to be more than worth the pick. It's going to be coming, so we're going to be...
I'd say freeze him. Honestly, if you need to get the May, bust the May out, put that freeze on that guy, and then just be like,
Throw it on the ultimate,
you need to chill.
Just chill out, bro. Ba-doom. Sounds like we're going to be getting into the next match, though. Technical difficulties aside and everything, we're into match number 2.
Where are we now? Looks like we are back at King's Row.
Back at King's Row. I mean,
Am I right?
we started at the King.
We're
ending at the King.
We're starting at King's
There's some
Row.
poetic
Yeah, we are at
justice about
definitely
this.
King's Row.
What
So
could potentially be Dynasty's final tournament game here. We're back where it all started.
Oh.
Back where Sky first destroyed the bottom ones. Will they be able to be redemptive?
Two-step on Mercy this time around. He said he's flexible, so this will be
Straight from
interesting.
Genji to Mercy. Can you get more opposite? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Now on the other side, on Dynasty, we have, yes, Hanzo. We have the Hanzo
Well, they're
Zarya.
swapping it around. Looks like they're gonna try. Looks like The Dynasty are going to try a little something different here.
So
Hanzo.
Oh,
There's the
yes!
May.
Bring it.
Oh, they're bringing the cheese. Looks like I saw the May wall coming up here really early before the thing is, but look at this. They're not ready.
They are not ready. The Genji is waiting directly behind them, able to get a lot of damage down on the Reinhardt very early, and they are pushed back almost immediately, losing two of their members.
That was very quick. Two-step,
very quick.
Making some quick steps.
Two-step, 2 kills. GG, 2 letters? I don't know.
I was going to say, he was making 2 quick steps to make the kills.
And now this time it's going to be Tracer into the back line, able to get a lot of damage directly off from the healers. Not the same DPS level. We do not see the instantaneous loss of Widowmaker that we did before. Hamster is rolling out of his ball and able to get a lot of damage down. Ooh. The Winston is thrown up, and it looks like we're going to get a quick ultimate and a quick series of kills being pulled directly onto the side of Dynasty, as Two-Step on that Mercy is keeping his team up, but the Hamster is down, and it looks like Winston is going up to the top shelf to try and see
Mercy's
if he
coming
can get
with
anyone.
him.
Mercy's coming with him, getting the healing down directly onto him, shields up, the heroes are falling left, right, and center, and it looks like in this quick succession, while their defense was rock solid, looks like they're able to push them back. Wow.
No,
Two-Step going to the back line. It takes out 2.
Oh,
he goes for the 3rd. Hanzo is taken down almost instantaneously, and Two-Step is able to pull his team back.
That actually wasn't Two-Step. That was King this time.
That was King.
Man, King on Genji this time around.
King on King's Row shows that he is deserving of sitting on that throne. Genji is a monster. God. We can see hear the trash talk. We can hear everything. But a very quick pull of Crow, and they're losing 2.
Major.
Two-Step is down to half health. The Mercy is almost down. The Winston into the backline is doing a huge amount of damage as Dynasty fights back instantaneously and decides, no, we're not going down without a fight. Tracer versus the Hamster Ball. I think we know who wins on that one.
Yeah.
Ultimate is up on the Tracer, though, so she'll be able to get a lot of damage down if so needs. The healing is coming back up, but the Genji from King is down. The King is dead. Will they be able to capitalize on this? Hanzo's putting shots through. He's able to get a lot of damage off onto the Hamster Ball, while the Hamster Ball is into the back line trying to hold them off. The arrows come through and start to home in, and there is a nice snipe from the Hanzo. They're able to push them back, and it looks like they are going to be able to take this point. The contest is coming through, but the Winston into the back area is taking out the DPS, taking out the Mercy, taking out all the support, and the bottom ones have fallen off the point. A beautiful, well done series of attacks, but Sombra
had to get out of there.
Had to get out of there. Teleport was very much needed, and unfortunately the payload is up for Dynasty. Nice little Widowmaker shot, but the Venom is not able to push the Hamster Ball back the way they need to. The healing is starting to come through for Hanzo as he takes a couple of really bad shots. Genji can see exactly what's going on. He's going to be able to...
almost ready.
Nope. There was the attempt at the reflect. He was going for the headshot, but unfortunately unable to get it. The Diva is going to be able to hold the payload going forward, and it looks like they're switching things up a little bit.
Widow,
nice hit. Able to almost get the headshot, but the mine's coming through and eliminated instantly by the Hamster Ball. But unfortunately, they're able to fire back, taking out the Hamster in the side. 2 down on the side of Dynasty, but bottom ones are not out of this yet. They're trying to keep their heroes up to snuff, but they're just not able to keep up with the DPS. 5 members up, everyone's healing up. Lucio's there, Winston into the back line, able to get a lot of damage. There is the elimination on Mimi 97, and the Hamster is unable to follow up as he goes in a little bit too late. They're chasing him down, trying to get the frag off, but it looks like they're just going to push them off for now and keep the payload rolling as Winston plays frontline. One
big
down.
Ball, big move.
Nice ult into the back line, able to get one, but no! Gets taken down almost instantly. Oh, wow, Dynasty, you are playing like legends right now.
The Dynasty actually getting EMP'd in that fight there, but me being able to play right through it just to make sure that the bottom ones are not getting a chance to fight here.
They really aren't. Widowmaker keeping an eye on the back line. They know this kind of cheesy stuff that the bottom ones are known
huge pick.
Nice headshot onto the Tracer, able to shut that down and stop them. The D.Va is putting through a lot of damage, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it's going to be able to do everything that they need. 2 down, however, on the side of both teams, as we know the bottom ones are a little bit closer to their spawn. Doomfist is coming through on the side of the bottom ones. Looks like they're going for a little bit more offensive power than previously.
Here we go. Looks like the Dynasty is going to have a respawn advantage coming into the next couple of fights here, as they're going to try and push the payload
now we
around that first corner.
We definitely see a couple of ultimates up. The Graviton Surge is still down, but that is a very quick ultimate to get up, especially with the 2 shields and the diving potential of the Winston. Goes instantly for it, and she's already up to 8-9%. Looks like they're going to be trying to hold off for that. The Dragon Rage is not being used just yet. Hanzo is down almost immediately, and a quick dive onto the back line of the Dynasty keeps and the bottom ones have pushed off that initial offensive.
Good clean play by the bottom ones here, just to keep the Dynasty basically in check here. As Dynasty, both teams are going to have 3 ults going into the next fight, but looks like
nice stun onto them, but it looks like they're gonna be taken down almost instantly. The Mercy is down for the count. There's their main source of healing. The ultimate from D.Va is unable to do a whole lot as the damage is starting to come through. D.Va is almost taken down on the side of the bottom line. The healing is coming through for her, but unfortunately there's just a little too much DPS. 2 down on the side of the Dynasty as they get pushed back. The Winston gets absolutely eviscerated. The Reinhardt going forward, trying to get the damage down, but
Big sleep.
Very nice sleep. They're able to follow up a little bit, but unfortunately Ana is not able to get the damage out that they would have wanted. The healing and the shields are not entirely down. Looks like a nice shot from Doomfist as he goes after the Reaper.
Wow, big
They
pick
pulled out a Reaper.
Big pick Reaper here.
Very nice Graviton Surge. Are they able to get the damage across? The Dragons Surge, or the Dragons are coming through, not able to get the damage. It looks like 2 or 3 are down for the side of the bottom ones as Dynasty surges forward to try and close out this game.
Look, yeah, they're pretty much really close. They're just got to get around 2 more corners here, and the last little bit of the
They don't have a whole lot of time, but I mean, this is work. Oh,
goodbye.
Bye-bye, Reaper. Doomfist says hello and goodbye at the same time. Looks like there is a 5v5 going on right now. The bottom ones lose immediately one of their members, and now it is a 6v4 for the time being. The respawns are starting to come through. Respawn advantage is, of course, on the side of the bottom ones, but they are just not able to keep the contest going on the payload. The payload is going into the final turn, and they are making a final stand. Ultimates are not quite up on the key members. We look at 70% on the Zyre. They need that Graviton Surge up so they can get the ultimate down with Hanzo. Looks like they're going to be throwing
big stun.
Oh, nice stun! Able to prevent.
Trying to bomb it.
Unable to holds off the ultimate, and D.Va is immediately taken down. The Reaper is just going to town, taking out people left, right, and center. This is the cheesy play that we said they needed to do, and it is working. Winston Primal Rage is not able to do it. The Tracer is not able to get the damage that they need. And it looks like the Tracer falls off. A critical failure on the side of the bottom ones as Dynasty takes the first shoulder charge.
Oh, the Ryan charge just to end the round.
Round 1 complete. Now, that was great. But we've seen them do this before. We've seen them take the first and then kind of taper off a little bit. So they need to continue this momentum.
Yep.
Now
they just can't stop. They
can't
already
stop.
have this momentum that they've already gathered from being able to push this payload all the way through.
Reaper? I'm not sure how effective it was there.
He did get his Death Blossom off in 1 shot, but it didn't really pick up on anything.
No, they really didn't.
But here's the thing. You got more chances here. If you still stick with the Reaper, maybe it might work out, but I'd say I'd switch.
They kind of looked like they were just going for a massive wombo combo. Death Blossom, Graviton Surge, Dragons, everything being thrown at the other team all at once, just to see if they can get the DPS. But of course, as we know, healing heroes like Zenyatta is going to put a hard stop to that kind of play.
And I'd even throw Baptiste into the mix, especially with the immortality field. If you get the immortality field in the right time with your team being so low, I think that could be easily critical to turn that game around. And even still, as we go into game 2, and this map's going to start, we're going to see some pretty interesting picks coming from the Dynasty.
I mean, this is what they've been doing this for left, right, and center. We've got the Myra, we've got the Horsey, we've got...
Orisa.
I know, but Horsey sounds better.
Oh.
I mean, come on, man. As I said earlier, they've got the monkeys, they've got, wow.
Oh, big grab.
Monkey goes big. They're going directly into this as it looks like the bottom ones are not wasting any time, going directly onto this other side, and they are taking them down left, right, and center. But no.
Diving Goats.
Diving Goats is working kind of, but they're losing members left, right, and center. One member is already down. They're getting very low. The healing is starting to come through, but it doesn't look like they're able to do the damage that they need to Dynasty. And, now they're starting to finally get it. Okay, now they're starting to finally get a little bit of damage. But it's 2 down on the side of the bottom ones. Only 1 down on the side of Dynasty. And they're able to get the respawns through and push them back.
I'd start being careful here because it looks
done.
like Deadeye is already up for the McCree.
Deadeye is already up for McCree, a great defensive tool, stopping them from getting all the way in. Looks like they're going to try this dive comp one more time, see if they can get it to work. Nice arrow from Hanzo is able to scout out a little bit of the area. That wasn't Hanzo.
That was
Hanzo. Is
Hanzo?
No, yeah, no, it was Hanzo. I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out.
all
Diving
good.
directly into the back line. Myra is able to get...
big one.
Nope, that was not what they wanted. That was just the mech not able to get the exact kind of angle that they were hoping for. Now, taking down the mech is very important. Diva's not going to be able to have the defense matrix up for a little bit longer, and it looks like all 4 members of the bottom ones are going to be taken down from the Dynasty.
Dynasty picking up some really critical
Very
kills
clean.
to end this team fight here.
Very clean kills. The percentiles are pretty much non-existent on everyone except for McCree.
Oh, no. That was huge.
DPS hero down on the side of their courtesy of two-step.
That two-step's going to be...
I mean, is there anything two-step doesn't play? Let's...
May?
Hopefully. Looks like the bottom ones are going to be coming through, and Dynasty is getting ripped apart left, right, and center. Diva, the last one to go, and as almost is expected, point 1 gets taken. Escort the payload is their next step.
So it looks like the bottom ones are going for a variant of Goats where they actually use Monkey instead of Reinhardt.
So using that for more of the dive potential by the looks of it. They're just diving on top of Dynasty. It's pretty entertaining to watch, actually.
Yeah.
Just seeing everyone getting thrown, including the kitchen sink.
Yeah, of course. And like on the other side of things, you've got a similar thing to like the normal Goats here.
Ooh, a beautiful graviton surge onto 4 members. The bomb is going to be coming through, and boom!
The picks
we
one.
see 1, 2 members dropping almost instantaneously. No members have dropped yet on the side of the bottom one, as 2 members are quickly picked up on the side of Dynasty.
Two-step to follow up, he picks up the Diva, the little baby Diva on that one, but look at this.
3 members, 4 members, and there is almost all members being taken down on the side of the bottom one.
Don't jump in the pit!
No!
Oh.
Why would you do this? I'm not sure if that was purposeful or if
It sounded like it was purposeful coming from the team, though.
Yeah, potentially. They just maybe want to change up heroes, although it doesn't really look like it. Oh well. Brigade has still got a rally barricade up and ready to go.
Diva Bomb's almost ready
Diva
to go
Bomb
on this
is
side.
ready to go on this side. Are they waiting for something, or are they just going to launch it almost instantaneously just to try and hold it back?
I think they're not. I think it's a good idea to wait at this point. It looks like they just need to start the team fight, and then maybe launch it into a combo.
Absolutely, but they just don't have anything to combo with other than the rally barricade, which is thrown down right about now. Looks like Zenyatta is getting close, as well as Reinhardt, but they're going to have to wait a few more seconds as the bottom ones are thrown all the way back to their spawn point to restart and refresh.
I think bottom ones are going to have a little bit of an advantage here. Now with the Brigida's ultimate down, that rally is going to be really critical to the Dynasty to really make some plays here to shut down the bottom ones.
Yeah, the rally barricade is up on the side of the bottom ones, and they're pushing The Dynasty is pushing back the payload, and it looks like they're going to fight in this narrow corridor. A lot of ultimates and a lot of damage being thrown out, and already 2 members of Dynasty is taken down. That was a very nice pick. The Graviton Surge coming through onto 4 members, but the Zenyatta ultimate is canceling out almost all of it. The Monkey is back up, as well as the Brigida. Shatter is being thrown down on top of it. The payload is being moved forward. Looks like the ultimates are finally starting to come through for the bottom ones as they take the long haul fight and move it forward to checkpoint number 2 after taking out almost all members of the Dynasty.
Looks like this is going to be the Goat's Mirror to go all the way to the end of the checkpoint here. As you can see, the finishing checkpoint to be fight over. They've got 2 corners to fight over this. Maybe we could see something happen here, and maybe we could see a change of picks as well.
I mean, they've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds roughly to kind of make this work. A lot of damage is going into on the back line though. Zenyatta ultimate is kind of canceling out a lot of it.
Big double pick!
Nice delivery on the side of Diva Bomb, and they are massacring Dynasty left, right, and center. Players falling left. On the right side, another Diva falls. It is a calamity as it is fallen apart for Dynasty. They're unable to get the exact defense that they want, and they're just shattered. The payload being moved forward on the side of the bottom ones as almost a mirror match of match number 1 is being replayed before us.
It's going to be really close as the sound barrier comes active for the. Excuse me, I was choking my own words.
Coming directly through. They're going to be diving onto the back line. Graviton Surge has not yet been launched. It looks like they're going to try and be holding for a final Diva Bomb into the back line, but it doesn't look like it's going to hit anyone. It's not able to do it. Graviton Surge onto 5 members. There is the damage, and Dynasty falls on map number 2. That was beautiful.
So now,
excellent round 2.
Now it comes to Dynasty, and can they take the point? This is going to be very critical for Dynasty now if they want to take a cheese pick, or do they stay with the goats? We see now that both sides are taking goats into this 3rd round, but can they break the goats to basically win the game here?
It's a really good question. Frankly speaking, I want to see Dynasty pick up more cheese. They've succeeded when they have been using it.
Yeah.
And it seems like playing standard is just playing into the bottom's hands. So maybe not the pharmacy.
I want to see May. As much as it's weird, I think May would be interesting here.
It could potentially. They held off very well on the first point, but we're going to have to see what happens. As what do we have going in here?
Looks like the bottom ones are going to be on the attack as the Dynasty going to be on the defense.
Bastion is coming through on this one. Oh, your personal favorite, the new boy in town.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has hit the King's Cross.
Oh, here we go. There is your basically pirate ship comp right here. Big defense. Can they make this one work?
Now, they've got the hook on their side, by the looks of it. They've got the big hog ready to bust in, get the pick done, and kind of throw these guys back behind them. Looks like they're going to be coming on the right side. Not the kind of move that we really want to see. Both sides have a Bastion. Both sides waiting to see what is going to happen. The shields are being thrown down. Bastion is taking...
Pirate ship mirror into 3rd round? This is interesting. Oh, big teleport
nice
here.
Teleport. They're able to go around. They're able to get a lot of damage onto the side, and they did not expect this.
Wow! Immortality field onto the payload as Bastion's going to try
Bastion is going to do a huge amount of return damage, able to get almost 2 members down instantaneously on the side of the bottom one, and for all of that beautiful aggression and beautiful tactical play, a nice pop-up is able to get a lot of damage.
Another immortality field for
Another immortality field is thrown down though, and it looks like the bottom ones aren't unable to get exactly what they're hoping. Bastion is doing a huge amount of damage. This is just ridiculous. Both Bastions are trying to see who can melt whose team faster. And unfortunately, the stun lock, it looks like it's going to be more effective for this side of the bottom one. Tank coming through, beat coming through, damage left, right, and center as the bottom ones make quick work of Dynasty.
Wow.
The bottom ones take match number 2.
Oh, this is match number 2 already?
I thought this was match, did I miss it?
I thought this was match number 1.
I can count, I swear. I math.
If I'm wrong, please let me know.
I math, I swear. I passed math. Maybe not algebra, but I swear I passed first grade math. It does happen, I swear.
But let's break this down real quick. The bottom ones, going with the pirate ship to counter cheese, basically the pirate ship comp from the Dynasty.
Yes. And I just went back in my memory.
Yep.
May was picked up as the first versus the bottom one in the Dynasty, so that should be.
Yeah. So that is match 2.
That should be match 2.
And that is game then.
I believe that is it. So congratulations to the bottom one, taking the second place prize over top of the Dynasty. I gotta say though, the Dynasty put up one heck of a fight.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the bottom ones were really fun to watch with their wombo combos, so that was excellent.
I honestly, give it to the bottom ones, give it to the Dynasty. Excellent use of cooldowns, and Dynasty, well done picking up the May and very much surprising.
They were definitely, I wouldn't call them underdogs, but I would call them maybe the ones that not a whole lot of people knew about. Everyone was talking about two-step in the chat. Everyone was talking about Sky, but Dynasty,
they came to play.
You played hard. You are very earning of your position. So with that all said, that's pretty much the event for us. So one last little shout out to our sponsors. Of course, we have FMAV and Abacus coming in through. We also have, this was never talked about, LF Gaming chairs in the room. They're the ones that are one of the sponsors of the broadcast as well. Chairs, super comfortable. I feel like I could sit in them forever.
I was just sitting on them earlier, and I gotta admit,
our feet are getting sore.
We're gonna need you guys after this.
Absolutely, we're gonna need those chairs. FMAV, they provided all the audio video solutions for the events, as well as Abacus. We've said this before, and I've said it again. These guys did their homework. Jojo did his homework. I haven't done my homework, so I'm gonna go to Abacus to help with my exams. Abacus.000. That's where you got to go.
Good timing.
Absolutely. So with that all said, we're going to wrap up this event. Hope you guys had fun talking at home. And as always, see you guys next time.
See ya.